Welcome to a Front 7 podcast breaking news bulletin. I am your host, Money Mike. And, I've taken a little step back, a couple weeks off here on YouTube. I've been working on some podcasts that I will be posting later this week. So we'll have some new podcasts going forward. But in the middle of recording and editing these new podcasts for you guys, as we are just days away from Super Bowl 52 in Minnesota, the Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs they've agreed to a pre-free agency trade. Alex Smith, as we knew, there's a lot of speculation about his future in Kansas City. Some people thought maybe he would stay another year while Patrick Mahomes learned the playbook for another year. And then maybe 2019, Alex Smith would be gone. But it looks like the Chiefs have decided to move on to Patrick Mahomes in 2018, as they have unofficially, I don't want to say officially because any trade made prior to March 14th is only unofficial according to the NFL. So unofficially, the Washington Redskins have acquired Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Alex Smith. And right now, there's not a whole lot out there in terms of what was the exchange in terms of the compensation that the Chiefs received, but it is apparently picks and a player. That is about as far as we know. I am recording this as the news broke moments ago, so this is like 10:30 Eastern time. So probably by the time this is up in the morning, we'll probably know more about the trade details. But, this does have an impact here on the draft coming up. I think one of the big things is we look forward to the 2018 NFL draft. A lot of people are focused on the Browns, the Giants. Kirk Cousins was a free agent, so a lot of people were expecting Washington to be in the mix for a quarterback, possibly even trade up, similar to what they did in 2012 when they traded up to get RG3 to find a rookie quarterback to replace Kirk Cousins. But in this instance, it seems the Redskins have decided to go the veteran route and acquire Alex Smith. So now that takes the Redskins out of the quarterback picture in the draft, as they can now focus on other needs at 13th overall in the first round come April. Now, what this means for, say, the other quarterbacks, well, this is interesting to me because the big thing here is you had these rookie quarterbacks come out. Everybody's focusing on the rookie quarterbacks, but you actually have these veteran quarterbacks that teams can go after and opt for instead of going and waiting for a rookie quarterback to develop. So you have Kirk Cousins out there. You have potentially AJ McCarron. He's in the middle of a grievance battle with the Cincinnati Bengals in regards to his status. Whether he's going to be a restricted free agent or if he's going to be a free agent, unrestricted free agent. So there were some options out there. Case Keenum, he might have played himself into a deal somewhere. Before Pat Shurmur took the job with the Giants, I think many people thought maybe Shurmur would go somewhere without a quarterback, and Case Keenum would logically follow Pat Shurmur to wherever he went. Obviously, the Giants general manager David Gettleman has already said they're sticking with Eli for this year. It doesn't rule out not drafting a quarterback number 2 overall, but it does mean that the draft just got more interesting. So, what can the Chiefs kind of expect here going into the season or into the rest of the offseason now? Mahomes obviously will get a full offseason program as the starter. He'll go into training camp, the mini camps, as the starting quarterback. No questions asked, so there won't be no drama, anything like that. I mean, hopefully, and you never want to hope that a player gets injured, but I mean, the way the quarterbacks were falling this past season, this trade could backfire if Mahomes ends up like Carson Wentz. If he gets injured, it could derail the Chiefs' season. So, very interesting late night news here. The Washington Redskins have acquired veteran quarterback Alex Smith. And, as I'm recording this here, the news is coming in. There's more details coming in about the trade. Apparently, it is a third rounder. The Kansas City Chiefs will get a 2018 third round pick from the Washington Redskins and a player to be named tomorrow. So in that case, tomorrow being Wednesday, this will be posted early Wednesday morning. So by the time that I get home, we'll kind of have an idea. There'll probably be some press conference in the afternoon that this is the trade. Third round pick, and this is the player that is going to go to Kansas City. So the other big news here, basically out of this whole trade, is that the Redskins have extended and given a 4-year contract extension to Alex Smith. As I said, the details are coming in as I'm recording, and so I'm trying to keep this updated as much as possible for you guys. And apparently, according to Adam Schefter, Alex Smith will average $23.5 million per year in new money on the 4-year extension. And wait till you guys hear this. The guaranteed money. You talk about night and day difference here. When the Redskins were negotiating, trying to get a long-term contract done with Kirk Cousins, last offseason they had only offered him $53 million in guaranteed money. $53 million. Now hold on to that number there. $53 million. That's what the Redskins offered Kirk Cousins in order to sign a deal. The Redskins here just gave Alex Smith $70 million in guaranteed money. $70 million. They had only offered Kirk Cousins $53 million guaranteed last offseason. And now this offseason, technically we're still in the 2017 league year. But anyway, this offseason, when this trade becomes official on March 14th, when the new 2018 league year begins, they will have increased the guaranteed money from $53 million that they're willing to give Kirk Cousins to $70 million that they are willing to give Alex Smith. And it is... the total value of the contract is $94 million is what the Redskins are paying. So it's a third round pick in 2018, a player to be named Wednesday, and $94 million contract and $70 million in guaranteed money is the compensation for this trade between the Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs. So now the Washington Redskins have found their quarterback replacement for Kirk Cousins. They now can look elsewhere in the draft. They hold the 13th overall pick in the first round. So now they can look elsewhere. And if you're a team like Buffalo, a team like Arizona, and I think if I remember correct, if I'm right, I think Arizona is behind Washington in the draft order. I don't have the draft order on me, but I believe it's Washington 13. Yeah, Arizona is picking 15. So Arizona needs a quarterback. Now Arizona, who I'm surprised did not get in on this deal. Apparently Cleveland, just like everything the Browns do, never pans out. Apparently the Browns tried to trade for Alex Smith before the Chiefs made the deal with the Redskins. So I guess that's another thing that the Browns can be upset about, or the Brown fans can be upset about, because apparently botched trade for AJ McCarron didn't work out. Apparently they tried to trade for Jimmy Garoppolo before he was sent to San Francisco, but at the trade deadline that didn't work out. So I guess in baseball terms, 3 strikes you're out, Cleveland. You just lost out on Alex Smith. So that's 3 quarterbacks the Browns have tried to trade for and not get. But back to the draft, when you look at it, Arizona picks 15th. They need a quarterback. Washington 13th. Now Arizona doesn't have to leapfrog Washington if one of the quarterbacks were to get past Jets. And, there would be that kind of race to try to see who would make the move first. Would Washington jump up to ensure that they would get a quarterback, or would Arizona jump the Redskins? Now we can lay that to rest. If you're Buffalo, if one of the quarterbacks falls, now technically you only have Arizona to worry about. Maybe Miami. Heard reports that Miami might consider taking a quarterback in the first round. So, there's still going to be other teams in play that we don't know yet. We don't know how the offseason is going to go because we still have the Super Bowl to play. So there's still a lot of things that could happen, but this is the first domino in the quarterback carousel, and it's going to keep spinning as we count down the days to March 14th when the new 2018 NFL League year begins. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Redskins fans, are you happy about this trade? Dan Snyder seems like he's back at it again. $94 million. $70 million guaranteed. Alex Smith is 33 years old. Are you really going to be happy about guaranteeing that much money to a 33-year-old quarterback? Chiefs fans, are you guys ready for Patrick Mahomes? Let me know in the comments below. I've been your host, Money Mike. I'm going to get back to recording and finishing editing up these other podcasts I've been working on. I will see y'all later this week. Again, this will be posted Wednesday morning. So, I will see y'all later this week, leading up to Super Bowl 52, as I will give you my thoughts and predictions on who I think will win Super Bowl 52.